I'm sort of pissed, but in the end, not really. What goes around comes around, and I was not the one that it was coming around to. So it's been a minute, but here I am. And oh, what a day for me to come back on. You know my neighbor. When I tell you, that carbon copy of Little Girl doesn't even begin to describe what this one is, like I've always said, it's me and another coworker who are over our 50s. So the trifling nonsense that this 31-year-old with 4 kids and a 23-year-old and another, I don't know, I think she's in her mid-20s. Basically, me and the other woman are surrounded by youngins and beyond. And my neighbor is 31. So you would think that there would be a level of maturity. Nope. She is still in her 20s in her mind. Okay? So, like, I've been taking it, and I've been taking it, and I've been taking it. Phone's ringing, you ain't answering, you talking to so-and-so, you getting up, you go. Just like Little Girl. So, in the afternoon, I said, F all of this. F all of it. At about 4:15, I went in the back. There's another coworker who I really like. She's 41. I really like her, and she seems to understand me when I need to vent, and she gets it. So we were talking, and I was venting and talking. And I was basically really taking my 15-minute break because when do you ever see me take a 15-minute break? Okay, bitch, so leave me the fuck alone. Here she come. Neighbor. When are you coming back out? Because the phones are ringing off the hook. I got all sarcastic. Oh, let me go. I gotta go. I'm talking to the other one. I gotta go because I gotta get to the phones. So, neighbor switches and shakes her ass. And then we go back in the front. From when I can tell you, from 4:30 to 5 o'clock, the phones did not ring. I don't mean just like one ring. It was as if the phones were disconnected. And I like half chuckled to myself because I had enough time to distribute because I asked her. I said, oh, the phones are ringing so much. Do I have time to distribute the mail? And she was like, yes. Because the phones are ringing so much. Not a beep from the phones. So at 5 o'clock, I know she was waiting for me because I normally leave at 5 o'clock on the nose. I just sat. I was shuffling some papers, and she had time to go to the bathroom. Because she thought when she was going to the bathroom that she would come out and I would be gone. No, bitch. Surprise. She came out, and what you going to do because you already turned off your computer? What you going to turn it back on at 5 o'clock? Good night. I said, oh, good night. Because, I've got so much to do. And the phones, they ringing so much. I'm walking out. And who is on her phone? I guess she was waiting for a ride. I said, oh, good night again. And she said, yeah, good night. Mm-hmm. What you upset about? What you upset about? The phones? The phones that you were also complaining about? When I'm not here. Who's answering the phones? Apparently it's not you, because you would be used to answering the phones. If I'm not at my desk, you would be used to answering the phones. Or do you get up and lollygag and let somebody else answer the phones? I'm going to go with B. I'm going to go with choice B. So you don't like it when somebody does exactly the same thing that you do, but you're going to get pissed off about it. Now you know how I feel. It won't sink in. It won't sink in. Because it'll be the same thing tomorrow. And the attitude, who you getting the attitude to? Who you getting the attitude to? I didn't hesitate when you said, oh, because the phones are ringing off the hook, are they? I said, oh, I better the phones are ringing off the hook. I can hear when the phones are ringing off the hook. They weren't. They weren't. But I was like, oh, I better get up front. I bet, the phones. And there we sat. And I sat. And I sat. And I put my chair directly toward her. She had her back. She turns her back. Because, I'm waiting for the phones. You said they were ringing off the hook. Where are they ringing off the hook at? And what? I had time to distribute the mail, come back, sit down. Because I did ask them, the phones are ringing off the hook. Do I have time to distribute the mail? Yes. Oh, thank you for your approval. Bitch, I have the mail to distribute anyway. So I was just making a point, because apparently you came back to make a point that the phones were ringing off the hook. Were they though? Tomorrow is another day. But I got your number though. I've had her number for quite some time. But today, it was pointed out specifically. You can get up and get a lollygag all you want to. Shake your ass and flirt around all you want to. Just as long as somebody's answering the phones. I understand. It's my job. I am the receptionist. I think she said something to that point. Like, I'm not the receptionist. When I'm not here, you are. And I wasn't there. So guess what? When I go out to lunch, who's answering the phones? For the 30 minutes that I'm away, who's the receptionist then? Who? If you were trying to make a point, bitch, I know my position. Do you know yours? Because for the most part, you're not sitting there. Even when you're in, you ain't sitting there. So, do you know your position? I'm not saying anything. Tomorrow is a fresh new day. I'm not coming in with an attitude. I'm going to do exactly what I always do. Answer the phones, because I'm the receptionist. Yes, I am. You made it a point to let me know that that's what I am. So, as if I forgot. You think I forgot? Like, you're allowed to shake your ass and walk around and talk to whoever you want to talk to in the back. Because I've caught you there a number of times when I had to I had to give somebody person stuff, or, distribute a check or two. There you go. If her desk is empty, check in the back. She lallygagging and chatting it up with another one of the 20-year-olds that are back there. Do you think I say something? I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to have an attitude. I'm just going to come to work tomorrow and be me. Because why? Because you thought you were making a point about who's going to be answering the phones? I'm not the receptionist. But when I came back out there, I am the receptionist, and what are you bitching about? Because the phones didn't ring, sweetheart. So what are you bitching about again? What was your point? Lips of the day. I'm going to start off with a Milani lip pencil in the shade Grape Crush. I have done this a number of times with this liner. Lined and filled is a rather drying matte, but look at the shade, people. Hello? I am wearing LA Girl's matte lipstick. LA Girl's matte lipstick. In the shade, hold on, Love Triangle. Look at the shade, people. Excuse you. Excuse you. Excuse you. That's all I'm saying. Hello? Drying. Drying but sort of creamy. I know that don't make no sense, but drying but it's creamy. And there you go. What? LA Girl matte lipstick. Matte flat velvet lipstick. Oh, that's drying, more drying than most. But hello. So there you are. That is lips of the day. Okay, people. You know what? I'm going to drink the rest of my Wendy's. I'm not really pissed off, but at the same time I'm pissed off. Like, I'm calming down. I wasn't talking in tongues as I was driving home. No. Mm-mm. The satisfaction that I got when she rushed off and said goodnight. And I'm thinking she gone. But who waiting for a ride, though? I'm getting in my Jeep. Okay, I'm going home. Ooh. Okay. So that is just that with that upon that. Okay. Don't ask me why, how. She must have been batting her eyelashes, saying all the right things when she was being interviewed. I saw when she was being interviewed. She came twice. As soon as she came the second time, I said, oh, she got the job. And in the back of my head, I'm saying to myself, oh, this one's going to be a problem. She not a year in. I am going to go and do my job. Okay, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to answer the phones because, oh, God forbid. Answer the phones. Distribute my mail. And, you know, I better not take too long a time in talking to my coworker in the back because, you know, the phone's ringing off the hook. Do you hear any phones ringing off the hook? I'm still waiting. Anyway, that is that with that upon that. This is Lips of the Day. This is Love Triangle, LA Girl, Love Triangle. And that is that with that upon that. I love you. Lord have mercy. Lots of things be popping up. I am done for the evening. I will see you the next time because, you know, it's been a minute. Listen, I'm not even going to... Y'all know, it's been a minute. It has been a minute since you've seen me. And, you know, I don't know when you'll see me again. But you know I have to tell you about today. And this lovely purple. So that is that with that upon that. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. And I will talk to you next time. Because I'm not going to say tomorrow because I don't know. So I'll talk to you next time. Okay? I love you. Mwah. Bye now.